So today is the release of the all-new Volkswagen Tharu. It's Volkswagen Philippines' turbocharged crossover SUV out to do battle for your hearts and minds, as well as your wallets. What's going on, guys? Roy Robles here from Zigwheels.Ph, and we borrowed the Volkswagen Tharu before its release today so you can make an informed decision. So this is our first look of the Volkswagen Tharu. So if you're wondering what in the world is a Tharu, well, the Tharu is actually a group of people who live in Nepal. So they're a brave, resilient people, and Volkswagen used their name as an inspiration for this one right here. And up front, oh boy, you can still see the family lineage right here, the boxy appeal, the boxy looks of the front end, those nice character lines, those macho looking character lines on the hood, as well as the front end. Now you got a giant Volkswagen badge up front, and hidden right underneath the W, you'd see a camera that works with this car's 360-degree camera system. You got IQ lighting on the top of the line SEL variant, which is their signature LED lighting procedure right here. You got these LED headlamps. The fog lamps is also integrated right here, and it looks amazing. My favorite part about the front end is this huge light bar that runs across the entire strip. It gives it an imposing look, especially at night, but it's actually quite visible during the daytime as well. Overall, the front end of the Volkswagen Tharu is a Volkswagen through and through, and it just looks that much fetching. So heading over to the side profile of the Volkswagen Tharu, the first thing that's going to catch your attention are those sleek 18-inch alloy wheels. Now, if you notice, it has some sort of red accents all throughout. That is exclusive to the top of the line SEL variant. On the front fender, you find a Tharu badge right there to let everyone know that you're bringing Volkswagen's newest crossover SUV. As with all other Volkswagens, they love to keep it simple, and simple means timeless. Right here at the back of the Volkswagen Tharu is probably my favorite part, these LED tail lamps. They run right across the rear end. This badge right here actually lights up at night. So if you turn your headlamps on and the tail lamp subsequently, this thing lights up as well. So it definitely looks very futuristic, but at the same time, classic Volkswagen. Notice this, you won't see any fake exhaust ports here. It's definitely a classic look to me, and you got a blacked out spoiler as well. So exclusive to the Volkswagen Tharu is, of course, a touch open tailgate, which has a kick function so that if you're carrying bigger items and your hands aren't free, just kick the bottom right here and this thing will open up real easy, giving you access to all this space in the back. And if you notice, it has a low loading height, so in case you're carrying heavier items, it would be easier for you to load all those things in the back. Now you can even fold these rear seats down in a 60-40 configuration if you need to load in taller items, and I like the addition of this chunky tonneau cover, which keeps things away from prying eyes. The look of the Volkswagen Tharu isn't really gonna, blow away some minds, but it does show and exhibit classic Volkswagen themes in a more modern aesthetic. I like it. Let's take a look at the inside and see what's what. So yes, finally we're inside the Volkswagen Tharu. You've got this new Volkswagen steering wheel here. It exhibits a new design as compared to the previous Volkswagens. What is quite odd for me though are the controls on each spoke here. They are capacitive. It might take some getting used to, but hey, at least you got this nice feeling leather material around it. It does have full adjustable options for both reach and rake. And hey, the interior of the Volkswagen Tharu is definitely very jovial, very youthful. In fact, with this great color scheme that we got here, it has these white soft touch materials on the door cards, on the dashboard, and red accents. It looks like a Gundam themed interior, which I personally like. And a huge 12.4-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay. Unfortunately, no Android Auto, but it's fine. You do have the option at least to hook up your phone to it, whatever operating system you're using, and connect it to the audio system with 6 speakers. You also have a digital gauge cluster here in the middle. You can get all the information that you need for your drive, which is nice. You got fully adjustable seats with lumbar support for both the driver and the passenger. And check this out, right around the shifter, you got a complete set of buttons for you. You got your parking assist button, automatic brake hold, electronic parking brake, and your drive mode selector, which is exclusive to the SEL variant. 2 USB-C ports right next to the 12-volt power socket, and a wireless charger, which does work even with my large iPhone, which is great. Overall, it is a great place to be in inside here. There are no hard touch materials except for this red strip right in the middle. Very premium, and I like it. And the visibility is great. You won't find anything that's gonna block your field of view here. Great, just great. All right, so let's take a look at the second row seats and see what's what. All right, so right here, the second row, it's surprisingly spacious. Still got a lot of room for my feet, my legs, and even a healthy amount of headroom, despite the panoramic sunroof, which opens all the way to the end. Even though I am seated behind my optimal driving position, still have a lot of space. And I'm glad to report that you do have 2 AC vents right here at the bottom, and 1 USB-A and 1 USB-C port here as well. The reason why we borrowed the Volkswagen Tharu is to check out how it drives, and we'll do just that. So let's go out on the road and see how it does. All right, so we're behind the wheel of the all-new Volkswagen Tharu. So under the hood, you've got a 1.5 liter turbocharged gasoline engine making 160 horsepower and 250 newton meters of torque, and it's mated to Volkswagen's signature 7-speed DSI dual clutch transmission. Compared to the hoi polloi of wet type dual clutch transmissions out there, this one is smooth as silk. When it comes to dual clutch transmissions, especially during stop and go traffic, you feel a lot of jerkiness all around the bodywork, and this one, it's definitely toned down, especially when you're on normal mode. This, by the way, has multiple drive modes, and once the road does open up, power delivery is linear. It actually feels like a larger displacement engine. You virtually feel no turbo lag at all. Suspension wise, you've got McPherson struts up front, and of course a multi-link independent suspension in the back. That means that even though you're going through these imperfect roads in Edza, going through Ortigas Avenue, it's a very comfortable ride. I can only imagine how it feels right there in the second row seats. And there's a lot of body roll. Sure, there's a lot of body roll, but body roll in a crossover SUV is certainly going to be your best friend, because check this out, it feels pliant, it feels planted, but it absorbs all those bumps and road imperfections like a stone cold champ. NVH levels, it's nice that you can barely hear the outside world coming through the inside. Top marks again for NVH. So fuel economy for the Volkswagen Tharu, we haven't really tested it out just yet in a full in a full capacity, because yeah, this is just a quick drive. Again, this is just a quick drive of the Volkswagen Tharu. We will be testing this out in an extended review next time, but as it stands, we just drove this in the city. We got a decent 8 to 9 kilometers per liter in the city. Drops just a little bit to 7 in very heavy traffic, and we weren't able to test it out full out on the highway, so we won't be able to give you those figures. But like I said, 7 to 8 kilometers per liter in heavy traffic, that's not bad at all. Safety features include your standard set. You got ABS with electronic brake force distribution, you got traction control, you got stability control, you got blind spot monitoring system, rear cross traffic alert, a nice 360-degree camera system. Unfortunately, it does not have advanced driver assist systems, although it does have the capabilities to. If you can do automatic parking, which this thing does have, it should have the proper structure for it to have advanced driver assist systems as well. I don't think Volkswagen installed it into the Tharu just yet, but hopefully in the future, in more iterations, we will get to see advanced driver assist systems. But as it stands right now, having standard safety equipment is fine. So it's perfectly fine. I like it. Pricing for the Volkswagen Tharu starts around 1,800,000 pesos for the entry-level SE variant. So step up to the SEL variant where you get all these proper niceties. You actually get a lot with the SEL variant, and that's just 1,950,000 pesos, which is 150,000 pesos on top of the standard variant. So if you're thinking that the pricing for the Tharu is a little bit above what the market price is for usually for these kinds of cars, now you want to take a holistic approach when you drive. I mean, if you base your purchasing decisions based on the brochure, then what are you doing watching this video? You might want to test drive the Volkswagen Tharu before you make a decision, because compared to its rivals, it really is a solid feel inside here. It's not going to be wowing you with a lot of the features that others have, or maybe offering a lower price for the value, but it's the quality, it's the brand that you're purchasing. So if you're in the market for a Volkswagen Tharu, you might be thinking about its rivals. They might be in the same price point as this one here, but no other brand can offer you this much intangible fun. I mean, look at these inserts inside. Look at how it looks from the outside. It's about the thoughtfulness about building a car for the daily drive. I mean, it's not just about raining or just giving you, vomiting all these stats and all these specs. It's about the drive. So make sure that you make the right decision before driving, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel and wait for our full review. If you still need more information, I'll be happy to give you all that information as soon as we get an extended drive on this one. So that's it for our first look of the all-new Volkswagen Tharu. It's their turbocharged crossover SUV that definitely does have an uphill battle when it comes to this really crowded market, but I think it's really got something going for it. But what do you think? Drop us a comment in the comment section down below, and while you're at it, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon so you wouldn't miss any of our videos. This is Roy Ralbus from Zigwheels.Ph. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys next time.